Star. Today's episode, I got somebody special. He's not a rapper, he's not a singer, he's an artist. It's a big difference. And not only has he been on Billboard, this person has been on iTunes, plaques, and everything. He has done Spanish music. I'm going to introduce somebody all the way from Carolina by the way of California. Stage, ladies and gentlemen. Stage, welcome to the spotlight.
Yo, thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Oh man, no problem, man. Spotlight on you at the coffee table. We speak freely, man. I've been studying you, bro, and you have a very interesting journey. I'm not gonna say life. I'm gonna say journey.
Yeah,
Um,
um, crazy,
no, I say that
crazy.
because everybody say life. I say journey because a journey is never over till you're done. So it's still
I
stuff to
love that.
come.
I love that. Absolutely,
Born and raised in Carolina, South Carolina. What was it like?
man. Coming from South Carolina is different, man. A lot of you would say crabs in a barrel, but a lot of love too. It's a lot of upbringing that's hospitable. Everybody, just out to get their own, man, in their own place. Growing up as a kid, being surrounded by so many different athletes, so many different, less fortunate people, so many people who are fortunate. Just a lot of different type of people in South Carolina, man. It was fun. It was fun, but it brought me to who I am today.
So who was the person? Let me rephrase my question. Artist wise, who was the artist or entertainer that you looked up to say, you know what, this is something I might be interested in?
Man, that's a crazy question. I remember when I was like 5 years old, I was on the bed. I had my hat, my Michael Jackson hat, and yo, don't laugh. Yeah, don't laugh. So I had my I had my back turned to my mom, and my mom walked in, and then I turned around to, and I started singing, it's 7 o'clock on the dot now. You know
Wait
what
a
I'm
minute,
saying? Hey,
time out.
hey.
That's two different genres. How did that even happen? Michael Jackson hat, singing Usher. Okay, we'll roll with it.
Yo, yeah, that was somebody I definitely looked up to at a young age.
Okay, MJ. But I'm gonna tell you why I laughed too, because I remember being a kid, and right now somewhere it's a picture where I got the leather pants on, the whole Billie Jean outfit. I'm not even gonna lie, to you, that's why I bust out laughing. You the truth. Yeah, I mean, had loafers and
Yo.
everything. Glitter, look, glitter on the socks and the glove. Got that from the dollar store. Yeah,
Yo,
that's why I bust
hey,
out laughing.
everybody got a Michael Jackson story, man. So that's love. That's love.
Yeah, when you get older, a lot of people don't want to admit to the Michael Jackson stories, but everybody got one. Believe that
Hey,
much.
he touched a lot of us, you know, with his music, and it's everlasting. You know what I'm saying?
So you was a Michael fan and a Usher fan.
Usher was like my I was like five. Usher was like probably 18 or something like that, 17 when he came
Okay.
out with that. And I remember watching it on a music video and seeing him dance, and I was like, yo, I can't wait to like be able to do some of that shit too.
Yeah.
So oh, forget my language, man. I don't know if I made
Man,
but
say what you
but
say, man.
I bet. But nah, it was that was one of the first things I saw when I saw it on TV. It was like BET or something. I was like, yo, I could be that. You know what I mean? I watched this African American, talented singer, talented dancer perform, and it just gave me inspiration to believe that somebody like me is out there making it. Why can't I? You know what I mean?
Facts. And that's good you think that way, man, because a lot of people don't think that way. They look at it like, okay, a dude doing I can never do that, or I just don't have the time or the
Yeah,
money.
that's fact. That's fact. Especially in today's age, right? It's all about how much money you got, how much can you invest in yourself. Whereas back then it was about how actually talented were you. You know what I mean? Like, could you really sing? Could you
Right.
really dance? It's not like that no more. They don't want to groom artists. They don't want to build artists. They want you to come in ready. They want you to come in groomed.
Mhm. I mean, it's definitely about how much you want to invest in yourself, but talent and direction definitely plays a major factor as well as support and everything too.
Facts.
Age
Facts.
12, you were put out. How break that
Mm.
down? Like, what was that for? Like for a 12-year-old mentality, and what did you do like day one, if you remember?
Yeah, I definitely remember that. I was with my brother. My mom came home. We didn't clean the dishes. We didn't clean the. I stayed in a 2-bedroom trailer with 5 kids and one adult. My mom raised all five of us. And I'm talking about Southern trailer, not like a California trailer. I'm talking about a trailer that's held up by cement bricks. You know what I mean? And I remember she came home and we didn't have any of the dishes washed and the living room wasn't clean. And as soon as she came home, she pulled out a belt and just started beating us. All of it. I'm 12. I was big at the time. You know, I was kind of big. I'm the same size I am now when I was 12. I just stopped growing. But I was a big 12-year-old. So I knew it all. And respecting my mom, man, for being able to handle, four boys and one girl like that. But she beat us, and I remember thinking, man, I don't need you. And I walked out. I left. I walked that long street with nothing but a damn book bag with some crayons, some coloring books in that motherfucker, man. Crazy, crazy. But um, I stayed at my uncle's. I ended up, my mom ended up contacting my uncle. He came and got me, and I stayed at my uncle's. And then when I came back to my mom, I never really was. It never really was the same, um, because at that point we just really tarnished our relationship. I never really was cool with my mom between 12 and 18, but we never really had a relationship after that.
Okay. And then you actually, before I go to the other question, how did you getting older, how did you deal with the tribulations of what your mom went through, what you saw, as well as what you went through with your brother and with the shooting and everything?
Yeah, my mom, um she was married to a man. His name is I'll leave his name out, but she was married to a man who I watched abuse her, from a kid to an adult, beat her badly, pulled out a gun on her, beat her in front of us, beat her with a brick. Like, just I watched. I was a kid, and I watched her get out of that relationship. She had my sister with that man. I watched her get out of that relationship, and she married a white man. Um, Super nice dude. Um, and I remember we all lived in this little apartment, and I was at school, and I got a call saying, "Hey, you need to come home." I come home, I found out my mom got shot in the leg, and I blamed it on that white guy. Like, I blamed it on him. I thought it was him. I'm like, man, you know what I mean? Like, this would have never happened if it wasn't for your white ass. But it was her ex. It was. So I'm serious though. But it was her ex who came in and shot her. And as years go by, I ended up moving out to Cali. It's crazy. And my brother got shot not too long really after that. My brother got shot 6 times in front of the yard. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely hold on to it well. What I mean by that is you keep it. I know it probably runs through your mind and your heart, but you keep it concealed to where the world don't know. Like you've learned to adapt and contain. That makes sense.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
So,
It
Mr. Alabama College, what was them days like? I'm not
oh
your average
man.
interviewer, dude. I know everything.
I'm like, hey, y'all thinking like, how the hell you know all this, bro? That's good. Hey, that's good. That's good. Um, I actually came out of high school as a all-state football player. Um, I went to Alabama University where I didn't do too well, but I was redshirted that year. I transferred from Alabama University, and I transferred over to Alabama
Okay.
State not too long after that, which is a HBCU. Now I'm about to say something. Don't be mad, bro. I just gotta say it. It is what it is. I'm from South Carolina, but a lot of me around. I went to HBCU. I didn't know what that meant, and I just wanted more
Okay.
culture. You know what I mean? Like, I love the school. The school was dope, but like I didn't see a lot of, I would say, different cultures. So I ended up thinking to myself, remember, I'm like 18 years old. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, I'm pretty much staying in South Carolina by being here. Like, it's the same. I want to be different. I want to see something different. So I ended up
Mm.
transferring from there. I went to Hofstra University, which is in Hempstead, New York. I'm about to tell you some crazy shit, man. I went to Hofstra University. It's a private school in New York. They lost their football program the same year I went there, so I had to transfer again. Now this has been my fourth transfer. I ended up going to
Okay.
Limestone College. I'll tell you how I got up in the Limestone, bro. This is some insider information. I can say it now. You know what I mean? Um, I didn't have the academics to get into the school. So what I did was there was this memorabilia place that at the time you can go online and look up a memorabilia. You can create transcripts, college degrees. It's fake shit. But this place was
Okay.
legit. So I ended up going on there, getting, taking all the schools that I went to because I legitimately did go there. And I put I looked at the school, Limestone College in North Carolina, and I looked up all the credits that they have at their school, what they're accredited for. So I went and I literally typed in all the schools that I went to, and I put those classes on that transcript. They have the real seal, they got the real envelope, they got the whole legitimacy, bro. And then they sent it over to Limestone College. Now in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh man, I just took a chance, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know. Tell me why they got me in. I got in. And all I needed was 10 more credits to get my bachelor's degree. Um,
Okay.
which was crazy. Nah, that was sick. I got away with it, man.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna sit here and pretend with you. I'm listening to the story, and it do sound like something you'll see on the TV series, a little 18 type thing. So, did you get the masters though?
No, no, I didn't get my master's. I didn't end up finishing school. Um, just whatever for whatever. My bachelor's, yes. I'm talking about my master's, no. But it's just the fact that it was so easy to do that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm allowed to say whatever on here, right? This is free. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
get I ain't gonna get caught up on that.
you
Huh?
straight, bro. Yeah, you
So
good.
so I sorry, cool. So I'm more than just a musician, man. There's a lot to me, but I'm still a young dude, so I'm a hustler. I started selling that program to people. So people who had bad academics, I started selling it to them
Mhm.
to get them into other schools, with ease, and I made a good brick off that, bro.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with it. Do you do what you got to do to survive? If it worked and they slipped, that's on them.
That's
Believe that.
facts.
The name
Yeah.
Stage is different. It's different because if you first hear it, you're thinking the original way, and the way you spelt it adds finesse to flair to it compared to just the basic original way. How did you end up with that?
In LA, we had a uh performance. We performed. It was like two people who came. It was me and this dude named Gotti. We had a little group called Gang Green, something like that. And I ended up performing, and I performed like when I perform, bro. I perform like I don't care who's there. My mom could be there and nobody else, or it could be a million people. Like it's the same. You're gonna get the same energy. And after the performance, one of the guys I was working with, his name is what's his name? Bobby, and damn, I can't remember his name, but he's a Korean dude. One of my good friends. But he ended up giving me um he ended up giving me that name. He was like, "Yo, bro, you need to change your name." I used to go by J Payne, which is my first name, first initial last name. Like, man, you need to change your name, man. You got something about you that's just different. I'm like, man, well, help me figure it out. And we went down some names, and I ended up hearing him say Stage, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. Actually, I can't believe in the history of music, no one ever used to call themselves Stage. Like, music's been around for so long. Why didn't nobody think to call themselves Stage? I'm gonna take it. But then I thought, how can I originate
Right.
it and make it me? You know what I mean? Which is my name, Justin. So I changed the G to J, which symbolizes me. And his name is Peter, by the way. There it is, Peter.
Okay. Man, if you get a name and it fits your soul and your heart, then that's the name you needed to have there in store. Like there's
Fact,
nothing else to that. That was meant to be. That's
fact.
like heaven from up above. Because a lot of people with names out here, and it don't match them. Two, it don't even make sense why they got it. But you looking at them, but they trying their best to hold on to it. You like, nah, bro, that ain't you.
Let it go.
Let
Just
it
let it
go.
go.
Just let it
For
go.
sure.
Let it go.
For sure.
So you end up
Absolutely.
in LA, $50 in your pocket, chasing your dream. I got to give you credit on that one because that's a nice jump. That's a jump that a lot of people won't even do. They scared to do.
Facts.
$50, that's what? That's one day. That'll get you through one day of living. If nowadays,
Not even. I mean, I was a flight attendant when I first came here. So we had a layover in LA one day, and I knew I was like, yo, a layover, by the way, is whenever you go to as a flight attendant, when you go to the city you at, you stay there for the night and then wake up in the morning and go back to your home base. So we had a layover here, and at the time I used to smoke and drink. You know, I've been clean for 5 years now. I don't smoke or drink, but at the time I did. So we had a layover. We went out, we partied. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I love this. Like, I'm over there seeing the Hollywood Nights, the Hollywood Lights, the Hollywood Boulevard, the Hollywood sign. And I'm like, yo, this is like crazy. I've always dreamed about this, but I'm actually here. I gotta stay here. So I always told myself, I said, the next time I have a layover here, I'm gonna stay. So we had a layover like a month later, and I ain't had no money in my pocket. By the way, flight attendants do not get paid, man. Man, y'all need to pay them more. They do not get paid, bro. We get paid like $1,500 a month. It's crazy, bro. But you get to travel for free, so I guess that's the benefit. But long story short,
Right.
man, I had a layover here, and I was like, I ain't going back. I just quit right there. I had $50 in my pocket. I had no plan. In South Carolina, $50 would have lasted you at least like 3-4 days in a hotel. You feel me? It's cheap. You know what I mean? You can get like a $20 hotel out there. Here, man, you can't get a hotel. You can't even get a hostel. So
I
I
bet.
ended up I ended up staying on a bus bench, just sitting there. You know what I mean? And you know, and this guy named Tony, a couple of days of that, he came and saw me. Like, bro, if you need a place to just crash, let me know. And he's a stranger, but also I'm like, I mean, it's better. Like, what is it? Like, what are we talking about? So he walked me down this place called Skid Row, which is on Fifth and Main in Los Angeles downtown. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's like where the most tents in the world are, like on the streets. It's like the poorest place in America, if not top two. Maybe there's one in New York that's poorer, but like top two for sure. It's pretty bad. Um,
Yeah,
and
I
he had a
seen
tent.
Skid Row. It's long.
You
Deep.
seen Skid?
The
Definitely.
California, man, Skid Row is just, I can't explain it. I mean, you literally got to go there to feel the energy, feel what's really happening because words can't explain it.
It's different. It hit different. It'll humble you. But I went there, stayed there. He let me stay in his tent. And 6 months go by. My friend who I went to Alabama University with, we go back to that. He moved out to Los Angeles in a small studio apartment where all the rooms is in one room, like a bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, clothes, everything. It was all in one room, bro. Um, and I didn't know he moved out here because I ain't had no cell phone. I wouldn't communicate with nobody. I was just on the streets. And he saw me sitting on the streets. He was like, "Yo, Justin." I look back and I'm like, "Oh, that's Nick. What's up?" And then I told him what's going on. He let me stay in his little apartment. Right, he moved me in immediately, right then and there. And he's a bigger guy, like much heavier. And he gave me one of his suits to try on, to go get a freaking job. At the time, I wasn't working, obviously. I cleaned up, put on his suit, didn't fit me right, but I went down this place called Brand Boulevard in Glendale, California, and I went to every single car dealership and just put in my resume. And Mercedes Benz called me back, and gave me an opportunity, like come in, sell a car, see what happens. No cap, I can't lie to you. And if there's a person listening to this and you're a car person, I'm not capping. People who make the most money without a college degree or high school degree is car salesmen. Bro, I made 30 grand the first month I ever sold cars in my life. And I never made too
Oh,
much less
commission.
than that. Commission all day, racking it at Mercedes. So,
Not bad. Not
you know,
bad at all.
so I immediately went from that to buying my boy a crib in Santa Monica on the beach, and then getting myself a place in Beverly Hills not too long after that. And I started investing in my music, bro. A lot of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars investing in the music. Whether wrong or right, I wasn't scared to invest in myself, man.
That's how you're supposed to be. A lot of people need to like take that what you just said and put it on repeat because they don't realize the more you invest, the better chance you have compared to just hoping and praying somebody invest in you. So was
Yep.
you when you got your equipment, was you producing or you had somebody produce for you?
Man, I used to produce all my own stuff, man. Uh, I bought a little place in Los Feliz. We had a loft there. I had a studio upstairs. I built the studio out, put the padding to everything. Started learning how to mix and master myself. Started learning how to produce it myself. I never did this stuff. At the time I'm like 23, figuring out how to like do this. I don't know how to do it, but I did a lot of YouTube searches and just learn myself. Learn with my ear. See what I like. You know what I mean? Um, and figured out how to do my own, man. Saved a lot of money doing that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because mixing and master is not cheap, bro. You can spend thousands, 4, 5 grand plus on mixing and mastering.
Man,
If you don't know
people
what
don't
you're
know
doing.
that. People don't know that, and it's so funny because nowadays, man, you can record out of a hotel room and make a Grammy Award winning song. Look what that song "God Did" by DJ Khaled and Friday. Friday recorded that in like his trailer. Like I'm talking about broke trailer. Like you can see if you look at the video, his blinds are like trashy as hell. He got socks on the floor. He's in his room recording this song, and that's a Grammy nominated song. God did. Come on, man.
Shit, I
So you
mean,
gotta
Teddy
learn how to do it
Riley,
yourself.
facts. Teddy Riley recorded God in his bathroom. They
Facts.
in the bathroom. UGK did a song with Master P in the bathroom. Come on, man.
Facts.
If you can't afford the padding for the wall, put the egg crates up.
Bro, you ain't
At a
lying.
damn
But people ain't trying to do that, man. People want you to do it. People want you to pay for the studio time for them. Why aren't you paying for my studio time? I need an investor. I need somebody who's gonna help me do it. Nah, how about you just figure out how to do it yourself?
It's too much. It's too hard. It's bad enough being an artist, let alone I got to do it myself. You asking for too much. Stop it. Shit. For real.
Crazy.
It was funny. It's easier now to do music, promote yourself, and either get signed or stay independent than it was 10, 15 years ago, where it wasn't a lot of social media where you had to go put flyers out. You had to go talk to the DJ. You had to shake hand, kiss babies. You had to know somebody to get in that building. Now, you got a computer, you got a studio in your house, you got a better chance of doing so much than back then. But a lot of people don't pay the homage or know about that. They just like, okay, this is what's going on. No, not then. And that's
No,
crazy. It's a big old.
you 100% right. You 100% right. So many people, like I deal with a lot of artists on a daily basis. I have like things that I've done myself. Like as far as being on Billboard, like I learned how to do that myself, right? There's literally a philosophy of how to hit Billboard every time. And it ain't free teachings that I teach people because it took me a year of learning how to do it myself. You know what I mean? So there's so many people that want to know how do you get on Billboard? How do you get on iTunes charts? How do you get your song in Target and Walmart and Disneyland? Like I got all that. I know how to do all that. But I learned how to do it. You know what I mean? There's loopholes to every single thing you do in this music industry, bro. It's not as black and white as you think. It's not. There's a lot of gray area. And if you do your research, you'll know that. So many people just want shit to be handed to them, man. Like one of my biggest inspiration is Russ, RUSS. I'm sure you know who that is, right? And Russ taught me so much just listening to his interviews about how to truly invest as an artist, not necessarily money. I'm talking about how to truly invest your time, like what you need to know, and then go find out what it is so you can utilize that for the next project you drop. It's crazy, man.
Oh yeah, the information always been out there, but the less people know, the easier it is to keep screwing and taking the publishing and all that. So
That
that's
that
the
part right
yin
there.
and yang of the game. Oh
That
yeah.
part right there. What you just said. That part. That
Mm-hmm.
part, bro. The labels ain't gonna tell you. You think they're gonna tell you and lose
Nah.
leverage? Why would they do that? That's stupid.
I mean, let's be real. Would you tell somebody, now look, if you sign this paper, you're gonna make 10 million, but if you sign this paper, I'm gonna give you $1 million in cash and I'm gonna make the 10 million, and then eventually you may just get your stuff back.
Bro, you speaking facts, bro. You ain't doing nothing but speaking facts right now. You feel me? And
That's the
the
game
question
though.
is they wrong though?
Say that again.
I said the question is, are they wrong? Because I don't think they wrong. I think personally, that's on you to not. You should know that. You should know. You should do the research, figure out how to do all this stuff yourself. Because once you depend on somebody, they have leverage.
Right. But well, let's be honest though. You get the average person that can either, I'm gonna say entertain, not sing or rap, just entertain. They're not thinking about picking up the book or going to learn about the business. They're learning about entertaining. So then somebody's gonna come in, put their arm around them. I got you. They're gonna let them take care of everything, and they're gonna get to where they want to be. Then one day, somebody else from out of the blue will be like, "Hey man, have you checked your man or how much you in the red? How much you owe?" Now he's thinking.
Yeah.
You get to looking at your statement. You like, wait a minute, 100,000 taken away for clothing. What clothing? I pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So It's hard to say, bro. That's part of the game. I mean, it's been going on since the 40s on to current. It's just changed. It's more laws now where artists can get their money and fight. Where back then it was just take it or leave it.
No, you're right.
Take it or leave
You're
it.
definitely right. You're definitely right. You know what you're talking about, man. That's for sure.
You got on Billboard doing a Spanish song. How did that come about?
Man, I was in the studio with one of my managers, Eric Alatori. I don't speak Spanish, by the way. I know hola, that's about it. But come on, bro. I gotta explain. Let me explain. But I'm in the studio and I'm thinking, I'm like, this comes back to the like I know how to hit Billboard easy. So check this
Okay.
out. I'm gonna give you a little game. And whoever's listening, I'll give you a little game on how you do this. This is a little the beginning part. So I did some research. I was like, how can I get away from the competition? Like stop competing against the top and like go against less competition and heighten my chances. Well, right now, world WORLD, world music. When you release your song, if you can put at least a verse in Spanish, or a hook in Spanish, or the whole song in Spanish, or a different language, not just in Spanish, any language, you can consider your music world music. Even if you release your music as world music and it's not in any other language, they will automatically revert it back to the genre that it belongs in. They will do that with Billboard.
Okay.
So what happens is when you release your song in world music, now you're going against less competition. Because how many? Again,
Fact.
you're not going against Usher, Drake, you know, Justin Bieber. You're not
Right.
going against these. You're going against Tyler Mananas, uh, Keith Ross. Like who the fuck is these motherfuckers? You know what I mean? So
Fact.
so so what happens is when you release it on world music, now what you do is you give yourself three months to release it. Don't release it in a week. Don't release it in a month. Because what happens is Billboard, and I'm giving you game right now, bro. I swear to God, this is crazy. And this ain't gonna be like this for long, but this is how you hit Billboard. I'm giving y'all the facts. Write this shit down. You can have it. If you put your music, just go to the studio and make at least a verse in Spanish or another language. I had a nigga in there who speaks Spanish, and all he did was teach me how to say the words right. I don't know how to say it. I just know how to, mimic it.
Right.
So, yo necesito tu cuerpo. I don't even know what I'm saying. Even today, right now, this very second. I have no idea what I just said. But I know how to re-say it.
The
So,
man hustled his way to Billboard. I can't be mad at that, bro. That's what's up. I gotta salute you on that one. You done found a loophole and you played the game and got on Billboard. Boy, listen. You know how many people
hey,
mad at you right about now?
hey, it's still out there to be taken. The details is this. Put it on world music. Have at least a verse or a hook in another language. And then put your music on SoundScan. No one knows about this. Only labels do. SoundScan is now called Luminate. Luminate works with Billboard, which accumulates all your stats to tell Billboard that you hit the charts or not.
Okay.
You do not do that. If you just drop a song and you put it on DistroKid, TuneCore, whatever, if you just do that, I don't care if you get 1 million streams in a day, you're never going to hit Billboard because they don't see it. It's not calculating over. So
Okay.
you want to put it on SoundScan. SoundScan has been around since 1991. They just changed it this past year to Luminate. It's still the same thing, but you'll see whenever you put in SoundScan.com, it's going to push you over to Luminate. Luminate has two different distributors. They're going to distribute your IRSC code, and they're going to distribute the title of your record. You want to do that, both of them. They're going to give you 2 links. Click both of those links. Now what you do, now that you got those links out, now you got the UPC code for your song, which is your pre-sales. This is why I told you give yourself 3 months. If you can hit on world charts, we're talking about world charts, not R&B, not rap, do something in a different language. You can get at least 100 sales by the week of the release. So let's say today is the 30th, for example. Um, Billboard will run from Friday to Thursday every week. That's when they keep up with the stats.
Okay.
Whatever you do between Friday and Thursday, the stats are gonna count. They're gonna show you those stats that following Tuesday though. So you're not gonna know immediately. You'll know that following Tuesday. So what you want to do is release your music on Friday. Whenever your pre-release is on Friday, whatever you've already sold for pre-releases before it came for the 3 months is going to count for that 1 day Friday. How you cheat that? Again, write this down. I'm not telling this shit again. How you cheat that allows you to buy 4 songs, whether it's Amazon, iTunes, Shazam, however you want to do it. You can buy one song 4 times. You can buy one song 4 times. When I say 4 times, that means from the same credit card or debit card. So if you got multiple debit cards, you can use those multiple debit cards for each purchase. Now watch this. This is the trick. Remember I told you need 100. How many people got 100 fans independent to buy their record? That's kind of a high number. It's really not a low number, for real. It's really not. It's kind of hard to ask 100 of your fans to buy your record. You know? So, how you cheat it? Remember I just told you. One credit card. Don't you got a mama? Those 5 are already 20 sales. Don't you got a friend?
Keep whatever you do. Keep your mic in one spot because it be going in and out.
You hear me now?
A little bit.
How about now?
Like whatever. Like
Let me take this off.
say something.
Can you hear me now?
That's perfect.
Is that better?
Way better.
All right. I'm so sorry. My bad. My headphones are a little weird. What? Tell me why I cut off, so I'll make sure I'm giving y'all all the right information.
You was talking about 400 fans.
All right. You need 100 fans. You got a mama, a cousin, a sister, a brother, an auntie. They can all buy your song 4 times a piece. That's 20 sales right there. Don't you got a best friend, another cousin, some fans? Like all you need is 25 people to buy your song 4 times in a week. You got 7 days. If you do it, if you get 3 months to do it, you got 3 months to get 25 people to buy your song 4 times. You can't do that in 3 months. You will hit Billboard guaranteed on world music if you do it through SoundScan and you make sure you use the right UPC number, which is going to be your social security number for your song. I just gave y'all so much gold, you don't even know, bro. People pay tens of thousands of dollars for that. There you go. You can have it.
So you still independent or you with a label now?
I signed with Sony Music for a distribution deal.
Okay.
I didn't sign as an artist. I would never give away my masters as an artist to nobody. It ain't no number you can give me. I don't care.
What's the name of your company?
Black Jeans Entertainment.
Black Jeans?
Yeah, like DNA of who I am.
Okay, that's different. Spelled the same way or spelled different?
Black Jeans spelled out exactly how it sounds. Genes. So, you know, I take care of my people. I actually just dropped the merch line, not literally like 2 days ago for Black Jeans. So yeah, man.
Congratulations, bro. Definitely on that one. That's more avenues the door, and that's what people need to realize. You one avenue will get you a couple dollars. 2 avenues will get you dollars.
Boom.
And
speaking facts.
That's what you got to do nowadays. That's why a lot of artists is doing 50 million things and a lot of sponsorship because that rap check is cool, but they don't understand. People don't understand you get paid quarterly, not weekly, not quarterly. Quarterly.
Nope. Yep. And you know, a lot of people, you get it misconstrued because you see the Instagram videos, the Facebook stories. You get in your head because you see this kid with this diamond necklace. He just pulled up in a Urus that he's leasing, that his company's leasing, by the way. They didn't buy that car. They leased it. They did. I'm telling you that right now, 100%. So they're paying about
$3,000. I know that. They don't know that.
I'm telling you though. I'm like, hey, they paying $3,000 a month for the car. You feel me? They rented that chain, which means that they can just go back and get another chain at a rent. I'm telling you the facts. I ain't lying, bro. I'm not a rapper, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 100. They did.
That's why a rapper call you tomorrow, like I'm on you. I'm at you. Right, you already know what's about to happen.
Let me stop then. Let me stop.
You telling too much, bro. You didn't air the game out, man. Listen, people don't realize perception is a bad thing. They don't realize that.
Facts. It'll kill the best, bro. But you know what? Niggas like me, we see through that. Like, I never looked at diamonds for something I wanted. I wanted what I knew the diamonds were worth, not what the diamonds are. You know what I'm saying? I want monetary things. So when you look at, and for you independent artists, when you look at an artist on his social media and you see that he throwing $100 bills on strippers, or he's counting money and throwing it down the toilet, whatever the case may be, you got to be a straight idiot to think anybody's in this game to lose money.
Nobody's getting paid the way they say they're getting paid. Look what Lil Wayne just said, bro. And take this. And these they tell you what it is. Lil Wayne net worth is worth $300 million. You know, did you see this the other day?
Go
He
ahead.
said he said the other day, he said, where's that money at? Because I ain't got it. This is on Google.com. You go check his net worth.
Facts. Facts.
You feel me? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not what you see. It's not. None of it is. It's so many artists that look like they got it and don't, and they struggling just like you. They're struggling just like you. So you got a chance, man. Just invest in yourself. Don't be scared to invest in yourself and be wrong. And be wrong. You're not gonna be right on every investment. If you
Fact.
were, you'd be a billionaire. You're not gonna be right.
Fact.
Don't be afraid to do it though. You know what I mean?
So let the listeners and the viewers know where they can find your music, as well as if they trying to get to your label or your teachings. Where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, Staje Official. Exactly how it sounds, Stage with a J. On everywhere. TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, my Facebook fan page, Staje Official. You know, I'm only here to help artists, man. I ain't here to, take nobody, use nobody for nothing. At the end of the day, if you want the information, it's always out there to be found, and I can help you find it.
Dig that. So y'all start looking. Open your ears. Open your eyes. Start looking. Start listening. Don't
Fact.
listen. Hear what's being said, and get out there and get what's do to y'all. Number 9 on iTunes, and you got a plaque for it to prove it. How did that make you feel for accomplishments, as well as like, wow, okay, this is real?
You know, one of the first things I hit was the DTR charts when I came out in 2020 with Keisha. And I thought at that time, wow, I'm charted. It's crazy. And then, you get charted with iTunes. That was for my record Up, I think.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, that's cool. That was for my record Up. And I'm thinking, like, how that made me feel, be honest with you, it's an accomplishment, but there's so much more I want. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never been number one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Can that, it's cool. I was number 9. That's cool. That's great. Thumbs up. But like, can I get number one? And then when I get number one, can I get a Grammy? You know, that's how I think though. That's how I think. Like I just got into the Recording Academy this year, which is the Grammy committee. I'm a board member now.
Really?
Shout out to me. Yeah,
Congrats.
I just got into it. So like even with that, I finessed my way into that. Right? I finessed my way into it. Bro, I've been finessing since I was 5. Okay? I've been finessing my way into every situation I've ever been in because I always find the loopholes in everything. You can call me a cheater. You can call me whatever you want. I'm going to find a way to win, bro.
That's what's up. Yeah. Any artist that you want to work with, that you want to collab with?
I love The Weeknd.
I can see that.
I like Abel a lot. Like, his music is phenomenal. Um, hmm. I mean, honestly, I ain't really, there's a lot of talented artists. It's just, me myself, I want to be in a place where a motherfuckers is asking, would you want to work with Stage? I just hold myself on that type of pedestal. And I don't mean that arrogantly. I just mean it in a sense of that's my dream. That's what I want. Um, but I would love to work with an artist like The Weeknd, Anderson Paak. Like those are dope artists.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're definitely a self-contained unit. If you're producing, mixing, and mastering, singing, and finessing, you're a full package. Like, so it shouldn't really be no problem to get to where you want to get, as well as to help the next person if they want to be helped and want to put the work in to get to where they want to be. You got the full package, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend with you on that one, because usually you find somebody got the knowledge but not the equipment, or don't know what they're doing but got the equipment. You have everything. T's is crossed, I's is dotted. So now it's like, what's next?
Appreciate that.
Because like I said, your music it's got a rap feel, it's got an R&B feel, it's got a Miami feel. Let me see. like the song "The Game." That's different. Daddy. I was like, okay, like it's never the same. It's never staying on the same. It's
It's
always
different.
different each round.
Yeah, it's different.
So what's your process? Do you just like sit in a room, listen to other artists, and get inspiration, or is it just got to be quiet, or you just one day get something right on a piece of toilet paper, napkin, put in your pocket, and just start building?
You know, I pride myself on being a real artist. I pride myself on it, bro, and I pride myself on being real authentic with my fans and my followers, and my niggas like you. So I'm not like your artist who's out here saying they do everything. You know, I got a lot of help doing the things that I do. It ain't just solely me. So, like for example, like I have a writer, and how many artists is gonna tell you that?
Touche.
Come on. I'm just, you know, I truly believe in you're a master at one thing. You can't be a master at everything.
Facts.
So so why not get a master who's a master at something you're not a master at?
Right.
You know? So my writer, Mike Check, shout out to Mike Check, Instagram Mike Check Global, fire. Um, he wrote a lot of music for me. I got an album coming out this summer. He wrote the full album. And at the end of the day, it's I had to hop on it. Obviously it's my vocals, right? But
Right.
his talents is amazing, bro. And I give credit to motherfuckers, you know, like Q Miller. Q Miller's so talented. I don't know if you know what Q Miller is, but he wrote a lot of Drake music back in the day. Um, Extremely talented, but didn't get the credit that he deserved for the music he did, right? So ever since that, bro, I pride myself on being honest with my followers, bro. I ain't here to like finesse. I ain't here to lie. I ain't here to tell you I do everything and that it's all me. Nah, bro, I got a dope ass writer and he's fire and he helps me make my music amazing.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, because if to be truthfully honest, a lot of the songs we've heard through life, it's been somebody behind the board writing. But at one point, you can open the cassette or CD or look at the album and read it. Nowadays, you do not know what's going on unless they open their mouth and
Exactly.
say,
Exactly.
Q wrote this, Jay wrote that. Yeah, see, a lot of people don't remember that back in the day. You sit there and look at that, look at the thank you note and look at, okay, so and so wrote this. Cool. Now it's like, you
They
don't
hide it.
know until let me rephrase what I'm about to say. If they have a moniker or something at the beginning of the song, you know, okay, he got something to do with that. Or they in the
Yep.
video.
Yep. Yep. No, you're right. They hide it a lot now, which is why because they want artists, they want people as fans, they want you to believe that the artists do it all. Because that kind of cultivates them. They cultivates their artistry. Oh my God, he wrote it. Oh my God, he produced it. Oh my God, he
Right.
mixed and mastered it. Oh my God, he sung it. Oh my God, no, he didn't. Like, no, he didn't, bro. Yeah, I promise you, he didn't. But I stand on like giving people their credit, man. Give them their flowers. They great at what they do too. That don't make me less of an artist. Like I'm still an artist. I just got a doper artist who writes for me. He's dope as shit.
Well, I mean, I guess I want to say every certain amount of years you get somebody that's the full package where they produce, they write, they mix, master, play their own instruments, etc.
Kanye West, XXX Temptation. We can go down now. I already know.
Oh yeah. The question is, what's next? You had Kanye, you had Michael, you had Prince, you had Rick James, I mean,
Facts.
etc., etc.
Facts.
Marvin Gaye. The question is, who's next? Who's the next artist to fill those slots and do it all? Become I guess I want to say musical genius in so many words.
I
Mad
do
scientist.
I do love Anderson .Paak's music. He's a writer, producer, and he makes his own beats. And he
Facts.
obviously raps and sings.
Play the
So
hell out
like,
of some drums too.
oh man, amazing, right? So my point is, you got artists out there that's like that, right?
Mm.
But what you're saying is there's levels to the game. Where's that? Where's that one?
It is.
I feel you. He
It
ain't out
is. I
there
mean, it's
right
just like you go get a soda. It's 20 different sodas, but you know these are the top 4 you go drink. After that, it's like
Yep.
that's what you get
Yep.
at the barbecue.
Yep.
That's what your cousin got when he broke. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Facts. No
It's,
facts.
it's levels to everything, from rap to music to country to rock. It's levels.
Facts.
You ever thought about getting into rock or anything? Or are you trying to stick with pretty much what you working with now, the formula you got?
Well, I actually have a country song. Man, I got a lot of music that I just a lot of artists do. They got a lot of music they don't even talk about, right? It just sits in the trap.
Right.
So I got music. I got a rock song I did like a year ago. I got a country song I did a couple of months ago. It's just sitting there. You feel me? When it if it ever comes to fruition to put it out, trust me, I'm gonna put it out. But like, it's there. I don't do nothing with it, but it's there.
Listen, all genres are crossing right now. They're blending. Man, go and throw that out there. I guarantee you, somebody go bang that song on both sides of the track. That I
You right.
guarantee you.
You right.
Nelly did it, and look,
Took off. Yeah, he was out of here. Nah, he was out of here.
And then that was a gamble nobody wanted to take, but he took it in.
That's usually how it works, right? When nobody else wants to do it and you do it, it usually works out. So
fact. You like digital or analog for recording?
digital. Yeah, I like digital. It just gives me a little bit more free creative range, to kind of play with things that I like. Analog is obviously more organic and authentic to the artist. But like again, I I just like to have creative space when I do things, and digital works best for me.
What's the name of the new album coming? New project?
You got me. Right?
You knew it was coming. It was set up. I was setting the alley oop for you. You should have known that. You just didn't want to jump like maybe he won't pass to me. I stand in the corner and shoot a three. Bro. You already knew it was coming. Come on, man. You read that book.
Fair enough. I can't say no. It's called Foreign Affairs.
Called what now?
Foreign Affairs. Yeah, I cheated on my girl, and she's foreign. I had a lot of affairs, so I wanted to talk about it.
So this is Confessions 3 in so many words. Confessions 4. Let's call Usher and see what's really going on. Hey man, I gotta give you credit. You just said that so smooth. Like, look, I messed up, but I gotta sing about it.
Yo, that's how it works, bro.
Bro, some things need to be hidden, bro. You didn't even hide that.
Hey, but shout out to Mike Check, man. He definitely collabed with me on writing that. It's special, man. It's not just all R&B. It's just a vibe. It's right. You know what? One of my favorite albums is by Bryson Tiller. Trap Soul.
Okay.
And he came out with that I think like 6 years ago, probably now. And it has that feel. I'm not saying it's Trap Soul. It got that Trap Soul feel. It's good.
So when we expecting to hear the first single, or at least get a idea or cover for it? Like, how far away are we?
So I got a song called "She Don't Want No Love," hence the situation I'm in. It's with dope Brazilian artist Natalia Domini. She's the #1 artist in Brazil. Sorry. And we collabed on that song. I sent her the record. She got it back to me in like 2 days, bro. It was fast, and it's a hit, bro. It's a fucking hit. So so that'll be the one we come out with. We shooting a music video. We're gonna go to Vegas next month.
Okay.
We're gonna launch that probably sometime by beginning of May. But I want to have the album out middle of the summer. I ain't got no date right now, but it's a summer goer, so I want to get it out soon.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see you working with The Weeknd or Miguel or somebody, because you got that vibe, and it's definitely. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be a blend. It's gonna be more than a blend. It's gonna be just full out chaos, because I can just see it happening. You got that vibe. I'm gonna tell you, remind me of Priest. And when I say Priest, I need I say more. Yeah, Priest.
I already know.
The up-to-date Priest. Yeah, all day, every day.
Okay. I like that.
I like that. Because you got the smoothness and the humbleness, but you just don't know what's in the background. Like, man, what is that cat hiding? He too smart for his own good type thing.
That's true. No, I ain't never heard that one. That's a good one. I like Priest a lot.
I'm a different entity, man. I'm gonna hit you with stuff you didn't expect.
I didn't expect that. That was new. That was new for sure.
Shit, it looked like when we got a hold of you, was in the middle of a meal. You was wiping your mouth and walking and jumping. Brother, that's why brother answered the phone. He was eating that meal.
You told me at 6. I was hoping I can get something down before 6, but you called me right at 6. Bro.
Hey, I forgot. Yeah, you 2 hours behind, so I'll be trying my best to keep everything on track, because that time lapse a bad thing, boy. You doing any touring or anything?
I'm going on tour with Public Enemy, Flavor Flav, Chuck D, Sammy Sam, I'm going on tour with them in May. We going to Korea. We're gonna be in Seoul. They got a 14 city tour in 20 days, and I'll be on tour with them. Sammy Sam is my big brother. Chuck D, coolest motherfucker you could ever meet. Chucky Chuck as well as a DJ, and then DJ Thorough, which is 50 Cent's DJ. Shout out to DJ Thorough. I did an interview with him 2 years ago at the 50 Cent podcast. That was cool. But yeah, man, we got a lot working, man. We got a lot brewing.
How did you end up with Flavor Flav? I remember Flav from back when I was younger. I'm trying to see you got your own style. How you gonna mix in with Public Enemy? We talking about, man, letter to the government. I mean, 911 is a joke. I'm trying to figure out how you gonna. Man, listen, bro. Congratulations on that. That's gonna be a different tour. That's a good mixture. You know, Rage Against the Machine type thing. You know,
I love that. Yeah, he hip to it though. You hip to it.
Next time you come on my show, don't have no clock on your neck. I'm not gonna let that out. I'm not allowing that. That is not gonna make a comeback. We not gonna do not. I love Flav. Do not come with no clock on your neck, bro. We're gonna stop the clock right there. It's time out, bro. We'll put you in timeout on that one.
Hey, that's swag, man. Let that man have his swag.
That's Flav. You think about it, everything came back but that clock.
That's facts. No, you're right. You're right. You definitely.
And I had a couple back in the day. I'm not even gonna pretend with you. That's why I laugh when I see it. Like, still around.
Hey, Flav doing his thing, man. Shout out to Flav, man. And I appreciate them for letting me get on the tour. It's gonna be crazy. We're in Korea. We're gonna meet a lot of Koreans. I speak Korean a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be dope.
Did you finesse the Korean, bro? You know how to say hi and bye, and that's it. Can I get some low man with that? No, I don't want that. And that's the best you say, brother. Look, you got a lot of me, bro. You didn't finesse the word. Talking about she, sunshine. Yeah, bro. Okay. Yeah,
you know I'm finessing. You know it.
When they look, and then when they look at you, hit you with that bullshit. When they say that too, you gonna be like, I know American. They gonna be like, yeah, we finessed it. We watched the show.
Facts. Finessing everything, man.
Look, congratulations on your success, bro. Everything you done went through, the trials and tribulation, and where you going is nothing but the stratosphere stars from here on out, bro. I mean, I do appreciate you. Blessings for coming on the show and giving me the opportunity and the time, and let my listeners know your story as well as where to find your music and what to look forward to. Let them know again how to get in contact with you.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it's Staje Official, Staje with a J. And you know, at the end of the day, I don't turn down no comments. I don't turn down no DMs. Or I reply back to everybody. I'm not that kind of guy.
Okay, so you ain't Hollywood.
Not at all, man. Not at
yet.
all.
Not yet or not at all. It's a difference.
Never. I'm never, bro. My mom has really did a good job, even though we had our struggles early on in my life. She did a really good job of raising kids that have respect for people, bro.
That's what's up, man. And you know, believe it or not, newer generation, the word respect is very loosely used as well as practiced. That makes sense.
No,
you definitely need to get things back together. Before I let you go, man, I do want to commend you on the Skid Row situation. If I'm correct, you go down there and give items out, give food and everything out, bro. You still go down there and to be, what I want to say, not to be seen, but you go down there to just uplift everybody's day, if that makes sense. I got to congratulate you on that, because a lot of people who went through something like that cannot go back to it or just won't go back to it.
No, I appreciate you saying that. I don't typically like talk about this. Like, I don't go around telling people what I do and all that other stuff. But, you know, since you brought it up, it's a peaceful place in my heart to be able to go back to where it all started and give somebody else hope, even if it's one person, you know, and it was just to see that food they needed today, or, you know, those toys for their kids, or even, you know, just being around people that, you know, is listening to them, you know, when they're talking, they have questions, because not everybody in Skid Row is crazy, right? There's some that deal with their mental issues, but there were kids like me who just didn't have it. I wasn't crazy. I just didn't have it. And we want to be there for all those kids, man, and even the adults as well.
Touche, dig that. Man, thanks for coming on. Thanks for sharing your stories and everything. I'm gonna definitely be in contact with you, man. We got some stuff to talk about. So, thank you, brother.
Man, Rain, thank you for having me, man. you're a fucking blessing and a breath of fresh air with this podcast stuff, man. It's the spotlight is bro. This one's it. You doing your thing, man. Congratulations on everything that you're doing. Your team is amazing. You're amazing. Thank you for giving artists like me an opportunity to just talk and have a place to share space with you, man. I appreciate that.
Same here, bro. Blessings. I'm gonna be in contact, man. We got stuff to talk about.
Say less. I'm here for it. You know it.
Don't be finessing, man.
You know it.
Be safe, brother.
All right, brother. Have a good one, man. Thank you.
You got it.
Bye.
So, people, thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Spotlight. We are now on Thursdays at 8 o'clock. We have moved to a new time. So we're not on Saturdays no more. It's Thursdays at 8. Make sure y'all tune in. Find y'all way back. We're going to pull y'all back in. And always shout out and love to everybody that's doing their thing. I definitely want to say shout out to the team. I appreciate the support from everybody. And shout out to Be Humble, Stay Humble. I appreciate the support from them. New things coming up, new projects. Y'all be prepared. Y'all stay in tune. I'll see y'all later on. I'll catch y'all on the Star.